So, some new things for defending this term. We started off simple, marking your man, following your player. Very easy to understand. Know who your player is, defend that player. A good way to start the year with a new team and everyone getting on the same page within like one training session. Now, let's look to advance our defending and learn different ways of defending. So we're going to be learning about pressing hard and fast and really winning the ball, chasing the ball as a team in a correct way. Starting off with wingers. The ball is with the goalkeeper. Wingers, I want you in a position where you're high and able to press the ball. So if it goes left, winger go win it. If it goes right, other wing go win it. However, your starting position is important because if you start out here, you're allowing the goalkeeper to play directly to their winger. So can our wingers be in a position where they are blocking the pass, the direct pass to the winger, but still close enough to if the ball gets played short, you can go press and steal the ball. Does that make sense? And if the ball did get passed over here, can the other winger also come across to try to steal the ball? In a position where you're still blocking the switch to the other winger. So wingers, you want to press the ball if it's near you, but always making sure you're checking your shoulder and blocking passes to the winger, which also means, winger, if you're pressing, I still want to make sure that they cannot pass to the other winger. So we're pressing the short pass while blocking the long pass. Super important. Okay, so in this instance, maybe I press from this side because I'm blocking the pass to their winger while pressing the ball. Wingers, that's your job. Rewind that if you need to hear that again. Striker. Rather than you being the one person pressing by yourself, which is really hard, but a good way to force it one way, you're going to drop off and mark the player behind you, which is likely the midfielder. Okay, that's simple for you. Just got to mark that player. Okay, let's say the ball goes here, it gets pressed, it's likely coming to this player. And I want you to be in the position close enough to, on the travel of the ball as it's past that player, I want you to get in front and intercept the ball. So it's about analyzing. This goes for everybody defending. This is how you defend. You're analyzing the body shape, the eyes, and anticipating. What is this player about to do? Is this player about to play the ball here? If so, as he even looks like he's passing, I'm already getting in front, ready to intercept. Congrats, you've now scored. There's no one blocking you from scoring. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? That's your job, striker. Really taking care of that middle players. Dropping off, rather than pressing the defenders, you're dropping off into the midfield. Okay? Now, our midfielder. You used to mark the midfielder, but the striker is kind of doing that at the moment. So now instead, can you drop off in front of the striker? Especially as you get to 11 aside, this is like a defensive midfielder role where you're sitting and screening any passes that go into the striker. So from goal kick, if they go long and high, you're in front of the striker, preventing him from receiving to feet. I'm not marking behind and allowing him to receive and then bounce and play off. No. Midfielder, your job in this role, this term, in this tournament, you're going to be sitting in front of that striker. If he goes here, you go there. If he goes there, you go there. You're just going to be sitting and screening in front of that player. Now, defenders. Trickier this term. More difficult. Got to be more switched on. Before, super easy. Anyone can do it. 2 defenders take care of 1 striker. Baby level stuff, but when we have less than 1 training to get ready for a tournament, it's a safe way to play. So, now I need you to be really switched on defenders, anticipating, reading body language like I said, okay? So, you're going to need to take care of all of the attacking players. So let's say, in this instance, let's say it gets lobbed over the top here. No problem, the danger's here. One can go try to look to head the ball, steal the ball. One can cover just as usual. But let's say the ball gets played here. It's now on the left side of the pitch. When it's like that, we're trying to win it on that side of the pitch, or that's the danger side. So let's say the pitch is split in half, okay? If the ball's on this side, that's the danger. Us two defenders don't need to worry about this play. He can be up here, that's fine. And this winger, the furthest winger, is going to be trying to look to block any passes, and he will be tracking back. So wingers, make sure, just like last term, you are still tracking your winger. So that hasn't changed from last term. Wingers, when they're attacking, you are tracking your winger. Okay. So, the ball's on this side. We can now predict they're going to play on this side. So now, rather than both defenders taking care of one player, can the closest defender look to be in a position where they are in between the striker and the winger, so that if the ball does get played, you can tackle on their first touch, okay? Or if the ball does get played to the striker, we have our other defender here, okay? Does that make sense? So we're in a position starting off like this where we are kind of in between everybody, okay? So we're in between the striker and the winger. We're in between the striker and the winger because we don't know where it's going to go. If it gets bombed this way over here, big long ball, closest defender, go press and try to win that ball in the first touch. And then we need the other player, other defender to come across, okay, in a position where they are covering our defender while also marking their striker. Tricky, okay. Press and cover. Closest player goes, other one covers. We cover diagonally inside them. So we're in a position, once again, in between the striker and the winger. That's going to be key for you guys. Being in a position between the striker and the winger. The space between. So then, depending on which way it goes, you can then go press. Okay, let's say it gets bombed this way. On the travel, you're anticipating, you're looking at the body language, you're looking at the eye contact, you're looking up if he's getting a big run up or if he's just playing short. You're analyzing to see where's he about to play. Is the ball going central? Okay, then we tighten up central and we have press, other one cover. Is the ball getting bombed out here? Once again, I'm seeing the ball takes a long time to get there. On the flight of the ball, as the ball is getting kicked, you're already analyzing. As soon as it gets kicked that way, you're already going. And when one defender presses, I need my other one covering. Why do I want that? Because if he gets beat, then what do I need? I need the other player to go. And does this defender give up, or does he then need a cover? These two defenders, you're working side by side, one pressing, one covering. It's more difficult this term for you guys. We're leveling you up, you're learning new things. Okay. Press and cover. We're going to go through one more example of the same thing, just because this is so important. All right. Let's say it goes short. Okay. We're now analyzing it's on this side of the pitch. I guarantee this guy's going to try to get the ball. Defender, you need to go to this winger, because what's going to happen? Our winger presses, and winger, how do I press? In a way where you're blocking passes to the winger. But we're not perfect. So make sure our defender, we know it's going this side of the pitch. Can we creep up? Still hopefully in a position in between both the striker and the winger. So if it does somehow get bombed the other way, you're not too far out here. You're in a position halfway. If the ball does get played to this winger, reading body language. On the flight of the ball, you're pressing. And then what does my furthest defender do? Does he go mark this winger? No. He can come slide across in a position where he's in between both the striker and the winger. If the ball does get played to the striker, can he go? If our defender gets beat 1v1, which shouldn't happen, then other one can go press and try to win the ball. Does my other defender give up? No. One defender presses, the other one must recover and cover his teammate. And these guys will be making runs, of course. So, midfielder, make sure you're tracking back and defending. And at this point, we're in full defense mode. We're not pressing the goals, we're defending. So we have to, wingers, track back. Can we track back? And we all defend as a team, collectively. All right, we're all defending. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. We'll go through this over the next couple of weeks with training. But that is going to be kind of some of the key things that we're learning this term is how to defend in that way. Okay.